And hello everybody, welcome back to Movie Guy247. It's been a couple of weeks and I thought it was time I got back in touch with my loyal readers and viewers and gave you some opinions on some movies that I've seen. Now, I think the biggest movie on everybody's mind right now is the latest and final installment of the Harry Potter series. As you can see, I hold one of the last Harry Potter movies, the one about the Half-Blood Prince. It's the latest one I happen to have on DVD. The one I'm talking about right now is the last book. That would be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And the director has wisely chosen to divide that into two parts. So last fall it was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Deathly Hallows Part 1, excuse me. And I have just seen Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Now, if there's a few of you out there who haven't read the books, and I know that's a small minority, let me just give you a brief synopsis. It's the beginning of the end for Harry Potter and his friends. The final battle between good and evil is about to be fought. But before Harry Potter can finally take on the evil Lord Voldemort, he has to destroy a few items, specifically these things called Horcruxes. Now, as near as I could figure out, each one of these Horcruxes holds a part of Lord Voldemort, and every time one of them gets destroyed, he weakens just a little. Hence, Harry is better able to face him and defeat him. So, that's, a synopsis of what's going on. Part 1, well, that's just the darkness before the storm. And it's good, very good actually. But Part 2, let me tell you something, what a knockout. It's right up there with Return of the Jedi and Return of the King, in that it's a fitting end to a movie series that we've grown to love over the past 10 years with 8 Harry Potter movies. It has a strong fan base, and I'm certain they're all going to be pleased with this last installment. The final battle between good and evil, oh yes, it does break out, and in a big way. Not as big as the battles in any of the Lord of the Rings movies, but it's still totally impressive. We're talking some state-of-the-art special effects, we're talking some cool fighting with magic wands, we're talking action, and we're talking about the long-awaited final confrontation between Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort. Now, I'm certain a lot of you out there know how it's going to end. Nevertheless, I'm not saying anything. I don't like spoilers myself, hence, I will never be giving spoilers. My advice to you, go ahead and see it. And I'd further advise not to see it in 3D. You see, I have a real problem with 3D movies. A majority of them, it's not necessary. They're just trying to get the extra $4 out of the movie viewer. Sometimes they don't even have enough material in the movie to support 2 dimensions, so the third dimension becomes kind of a non-issue. With Harry Potter, they're fully fleshed out characters, it's a fully fleshed out story. It's good enough without the extra 3D. And quite honestly and personally, most of the time I find 3D kind of a distraction because when you got these glasses on, they make you wear. There's a little bit of a darkness around the edges of the screen. And it just kind of takes away something. Yes, it's cool when objects fly out at you right in front of your nose. Okay, we get that. But we don't need an entire movie where it just really doesn't matter, it doesn't figure into the plot. I got stuck watching the latest Transformers movie in 3D, and let me tell you something, at a little over 2.5 hours, I really needed that extra strength Tylenol. That is the biggest headache inducer I can think of. Anyway, I've strayed a little bit off point here, but I am trying to come to a point of my own. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. It's fantastic. Forget about the 3D. Just go ahead and see it in its regular format. and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. And it has the privilege, the distinction of making my top movies of the summer list. Something that's hard to do, because let's face it, a lot of what hits the theaters during the summer, it's crap, it's junk. A lot of the summer movies that come out, they're prefabricated assembly line garbage. 3 movies this summer have actually managed to elude or evade that description. Super 8, which is fabulous, The Tree of Life, an intellectual experience like you'll never have, and now the new Harry Potter movie. So anybody looking for something a little bit better than the normal summer movie, you may want to check out any one of those 3 titles. Bottom line, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, it could possibly be the best movie of the series. And it goes out on a high note, and you can't say that about too many movie series. Just remember what happened with The Matrix. What started with a bang ended with a whimper. That's not the case in Harry Potter. Started with a bang, ends with an even bigger bang. And the coda, it's just going to leave a big lump in your throat. And that's about all I have to say, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. I hope to be doing more videos soon. And until then, I'm going to hopefully see any or all of you at the movies. Take care.